Okay, and here we are with the laptop fully built, and as you can see, it does appear to be working. Yay! Disk drive seems to be working, although it is a bit loud. Not quite sure why. Buttons seem to work. I think the keyboard works. I haven't tested it. Okay, eject button works. Put that back in. Go on. There we go. So yeah, everything works, but there is a problem. I kind of expected it. I kind of didn't. The battery is a third-party battery. Now, this problem I expected from the battery because obviously it's not an official Dell. But considering that Dell want like 100 quid for like an official battery, if you can find one, it's ludicrous and pointless. So it's very difficult to even find one, to be perfectly honest. And it's a bit dark here. Yeah, it's just too expensive, so I bought a third-party one. I assume they work because I haven't really seen any complaints on the internet about third-party laptop batteries not working with Dells. In particular Dells, because they're notorious for doing that stupid fucking, you know, you can't use anything that isn't genuinely Dell. Chargers are fine, but batteries, I don't know, it's just a battery. So the error, I get the error message at the startup saying that it can't charge the battery because it can't be identified. And as far as I can tell, there are no charging lights anywhere. I mean, there's a power light, and I'm assuming there should be a charging light, but as you can see, there isn't one. And it doesn't matter, like, I can squeeze that in. Is that getting quite full? Yeah, and there's just nothing other than a power light. So it doesn't seem to be charging, which is infuriating. And watch what happens. So it's been on for about half an hour, so you'd expect it to have a little charge, but what was that? The screen just went white. But yeah, so it's not holding a charge at all. So nothing. So yeah, you know, like I said, I kind of expected that, but let me go into the BIOS. So, the battery cannot be identified, the system will be unable to charge the battery. I personally think that's bullshit of Dell. It's okay, if you want to do that to chargers, that's fine. But batteries, what's the point? The batteries cost more than the chargers, so let people decide whether or not they want a third party. Don't force us to have a first party 100 quid battery when it's just stupid. And yep, that's a bit loud. But if I go to the battery, can you hear that? Very weird. So, oh, and this is the other problem as well. It can't identify the battery. It can't identify the AC adapter. Now, I don't know, because look, it is an official Dell, and it won't. There we go. And it's the correct model. Where is it? It's not going to focus. Focus. There you go. It says underneath the battery it works with the Dell PA10 or PA12, and this is a PA10. And as far as I know, the voltage is correct and the amps are correct. It does say it wants a 65 watt power supply, but I've got no idea what wattage this is because it doesn't say it. But it's an official Dell PA10, which is what it says it works with. But it doesn't recognise the battery, which I kind of expected. But it doesn't recognise the fucking AC adapter either, so I don't know if there's something wrong somewhere. So, I mean, that's a bit loose. But wiggling it doesn't change anything. the battery doesn't fit properly, as you can see. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to sit flush. But yeah, it hasn't gone quite as I'd hoped. I was expecting it to at least work with the power adapter. I'm going to have a look to see what PA10 is in wattage. But it wants 65 watt. As from what I read, a 65... I'm trying to remember. No, I think... No. You can use a 90 watt power supply with a 60 watt laptop, but you can't use a 65 watt power supply on a 90 watt laptop. I think that's what it was. Which means that even if that's 90 watt, that should still work on this, I think. I can't remember. But yeah. But yeah, I don't know why that's not working. Well, no, it's not. I know why this isn't working, because it's third party, but I haven't really seen any complaints about third party batteries not working. Maybe I should have bought something a little bit more expensive instead of buying a battery for £10. It kind of says it all, really. But yeah, I don't know. If anyone has any ideas, if anyone out there has a spare Dell battery for an XPS M1530 and it still holds at least a bit of a charge, I'll be happy to take it off your hands. I'd take it off your hands for £10 British. I don't know. But yeah, obviously I need a proper battery, it would seem. But this is bugging me. Why it's not working with that? I don't know. As far as I know, it works. The center pin is fine. The data pin, the center pin is the data pin, which tells the laptop that there's an official Dell charger. I'm assuming that's working. If not, I'll have to obtain another one. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll return when Windows is on and might be able to see a bit more. So yeah, doodles. Okay, quick update. It's like literally just been a few seconds since I did that. This is another laptop I have. It's a Latitude E5500, which actually seems to be working off the same power supply. It's getting quite warm, actually. Yeah, it's running off the same power supply, and as you can see, that battery is charging. So there's nothing wrong with the charging circuit. And as you can see, AC adapter, 90 watt. So it seems as though this is a 90 watt power supply and not 65 watt. But what I read on the internet, you can use a higher watt power supply for a low watt laptop, but you can't use a high watt power supply or low watt power supply in a high watt laptop, if that makes sense. So there's nothing wrong with the power supply, that's working. And this laptop needs a power supply, so I might end up having to use this for this, since that does seem to be working. So maybe I should try and get a PA12 instead. But I've still got a problem, obviously, with the battery not charging. I don't know, very weird. Yeah, so the power supply is working. We know that. We know that works. So yeah, and it is charging. See, it's gone up 1%. So yeah, well, there we go. That's a quick update. It does work, but obviously this doesn't charge anything. Look, completely dead. But yeah, I'll put Windows on, and then we'll come back and we'll see if updating the BIOS does something. I don't know. Some people have said that reflashing the BIOS sometimes helps with something, but we'll have to find out. If not, I'll have to get another power supply, and I'm not sure about a battery. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll return with the next video very soon.